So I absolutely love Esna, and it's like such a raw Egyptian town, but not too small, and right beside the Nile, and it's, you know, everything is so beautiful here. On the other side of the Nile, everything is green and palm trees, and I still have to process what happened like in the last, basically the whole trip in Egypt, and especially the last 24 hours with all the police stories. And yeah, I'm just blown away by this. And now I'm actually on my way to hitchhike again. I want to hitchhike in a desert oasis today, which is pretty far. It's like 400-500 kilometers, and everything took so long today. It's like 12 o'clock now. It's way too late. It's way too late. I'm really hoping I make it today. But yeah, let's see. So I'm having a really hard start here of hitchhiking, because hitchhiking out of the city is like a nightmare, always in each city. And now I'm like walking to get out of the city, and then I'm gonna try.
Station?
Huh? Hey, what's your name?
Muhammad.
So I just got picked up by this guy. What's your name?
My name is Karim.
Karim.
Yeah.
Your name?
Jergis.
Jergis.
Christian. Christian or Muslim?
You. Christian or Muslim?
You. Christian or Muslim?
Oh, I'm no religion.
No trust in anything.
No, yeah.
But I'm Christian, and that's all here people in Egypt Christian.
So now I'm in a car with Hamp. Nice to meet you, and yeah, now we are continuing in the right direction. I'm so glad it's going so well right now. And the driver from before, he was so crazy. He wanted to help me so bad. He actually paid him to take me, which I didn't want it, but he did anyways. And yeah, crazy things happening in Egypt. I'm like in a really rural area here in Egypt. Like, I bet no tourists, hardly ever tourists come here, so just everyone greets me, says hello. It's crazy. It's just incredible. This is crazy. Now I'm on these small kind of vehicles here. I don't know what they are called. What is this called? Touristic men? Touristic. This car here. This name? Touristic. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for taking me. It's so much fun to ride on these things. Like you are just you are just chilling on here and riding by, and the wind is cooling. So now I'm on the road I planned to be on, but there seems like it's very little cars. I don't know what. But yeah, let's see. So I just met Hassan, and Hassan is taking me. Thank you, shukran. Huh? Yeah. So I'm in this 5-star resort right now. How did this happen? Yeah, that's a long story. Let me explain. Today, after you saw the last clip where I rode with the drug driver, there was a police checkpoint, and I knew from the beginning, like, these policemen, they looked at me like I was an alien. They had no idea. I don't know, there was just something, a missing connection, you know. All the time when I went to these checkpoints before, the people looked, you know, shocked and interested, but in a good way. And these just looked scared, I don't know, having a bad day, I don't know. So they said, get out of the car, show me your passport. Really unfriendly from the first start, so yeah, what a crazy day. My day starts with the best police experience of my life, and then it ends with the worst police experience of my life. So they, you know, get me out of the car, you know, search me. The truck that I drove with is gone. They, you know, searched my whole backpack, but not in a, you know, respectful way of opening things. They just basically ripped it apart, and, you know, went through everything. Like, and then I have, like, you know, travel medication with me, for example, like for diarrhea or whatever. So they found these pills, and they were looking at me as I was like a drug smuggler or whatever. And then one of the guys found condoms, and he looked at me and he looked at the condoms as if he'd never seen something like this before. And then he looked at me, and he didn't stop looking at me, and he made a weird face to me, and I just looked at him, what the fuck is wrong with you? And yeah, and it was like from the beginning unrespectful. No one of these 10 police officers could speak English. It was, you know, the worst. And I was trying to explain them, I'm hitchhiking, I travel, no money. It was the worst, really. And then I told them I wanted to go on this oasis in the middle of the desert. And then they said, like, no, you can't go there, blah, blah, blah. You have to go back to Luxor and get a bus. And I said, like, no, I travel this way, just please let me go. And then they said, no, you can't go. And then I said, I want to go, why can't I go? And then they started to scream at me, you have to stay here. And then they put me in a car and rode me back to Luxor to another police checkpoint, dropped me off there. And the guys there were friendly. That's really good. And there I was, you know, not treated like an alien, but also not like really good treated. And then I sat there for like an hour, and I didn't know what they were planning with me. And then I asked, could I go? And they said, no, you can't go. And yeah, then basically after 1 hour they said to me, yeah, we got a transport for you to Dakhla Oasis, which is the place I wanted to go in the desert, which is like 500 kilometers or something. And so it turns out they have kind of arranged a transport which is normally only for policemen to change the positions or something. And I'm gonna, you know, ride with them from Luxor to the oasis tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning. But I don't know where they're gonna pick me up. I don't know where I should go. I have no idea. And the guy just told me he's gonna call me at 6. But I don't know if I, you know, can rely on that answer. And yeah, and then I went back to Luxor, and I was like really pissed kind of. And then I just, you know, the people here in Egypt are really outgoing, and it's great. But, you know, sometimes it just gets too much. And I was so pissed after the police thing, you know, and all the people talking to me all the time. It was like, damn. And I was searching for hotels, and I really wanted a private room because I wanted to see no one on the day, like just be with myself for once. And then I found like this really cheap 5-star resort here. It was like $30 for a 5-star hotel, and I never was in a 5-star hotel before, so I thought like, they have this cool swimming pool, they have all these beautiful things here. Like kind of I need it right now because I'm pissed, and I want, yeah, just a good night of sleep. yeah, now I'm here. It's totally not my style, and it's, I think, maybe never gonna happen again, because I don't like this luxury kind of thing here. It's really not my style, and I don't feel comfortable here. You know, of course the pool is nice and to swim a little bit, but you know, this fancy room here all to myself, it's boring and I don't like it. So this will be maybe the first time and the last time I will go to a 5-star resort. And yeah, so that's the story how I ended up here. And tomorrow I'm hopefully gonna catch this police transport kind of thing to get me to the desert oasis. And yeah.
How you doing?
Great, and you?
Fine, thank you.
You into yeah, so I just met some nice people from Saudi Arabia.
Thank you.
And I think,
Okay.
I think actually,
We enjoy.
yeah, so glad to meet you.
Thank you.
And now I'm pushing the pool.
No problem.
No, but I think you are the first people from, my first friends from Saudi Arabia.
Really?
I've never met someone
I
before.
will take your email and take your phone and I will contact you.
Yes,
Promise. Okay.
you should visit in Germany.
Oh, it's my dream.
Yeah, you come to my house.
Oh, thank you.
You can stay there. And
Really?
yes, of course.
Is it free?
The bill comes later.
You like it?
$1,000 a night.
Thank you.
No, just kidding.
Thank you.
Yeah. Obi, I dare you to get in the pool now.
No, it's very cold.
Yeah,
No.
I dare you.
How much you'll bet me?
Pay.
Say it now.
I dare you, and if you do it, I don't push you in.
Next time.
Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. See you guys. It's a video.